The next category of matrix is scalar matrix. First of all, let us talk about scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is the one in which all diagonal elements are equal. Okay, all diagonal elements are equal. That is, it is the special case of diagonal matrix. So scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix, but it is a special case of diagonal matrix whose all diagonal elements are equal. First of all, we saw general matrix, that is order m cross n. Then we said when m is equals to n, then matrix is known as square matrix. Then I further classified into a diagonal matrix if ai is equals to 0. If I is not equal to j, then it will be a diagonal matrix. Okay. So whenever in a matrix aij is equals to 0, when I is not equal to j, then it is known as a diagonal matrix. Then I further classified into scalar matrix, that is aii is equals to constant for every I. Then it will be known as a scalar matrix. That is, in a scalar matrix, all the diagonal elements must be same. So a diagonal matrix like diagonal 5, 5, 5 is nothing but a scalar matrix. What is diagonal 5, 5, 5? 5, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 5. Okay. Diagonal elements are 5, which is all equal. Rest other elements are 0. So this is a scalar matrix. It is also a diagonal matrix, but it is a special case of diagonal matrix in which all the diagonal elements are same. So that is how you define a scalar matrix. Now we further go on to classify scalar as an identity. Now what is identity matrix? All diagonal elements must be equal to 1. Now they are equal as well, but they are equal to 1. So I am imposing another condition. Earlier I was just saying they must be equal. Now they must be equal and they must be equal to 1. So an identity matrix is a diagonal 1, 1, 1. That is, you can write 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Remember here, I am considering the matrices of the order 3 cross 3. But it is not necessary. It can be 4 cross 4 or even 10 cross 10. The order can be anything. Just the necessary condition is it must be a square matrix. The matrix like 1, 0, 0, 1 is also identity matrix, but it is of 2 cross 2 identity matrix. Okay. Similarly, we can have 4 cross 4, 10 cross 10, 3 cross 3. Okay. But it should be a square. Okay. So for identity matrix, the only thing is it must be a diagonal matrix with all diagonal elements equal to 1. Now we generally represent identity matrix with I, capital letter I. Now as the name suggests, identity. Now identity, it is also known as unity matrix. Why unity? Because all the diagonal elements are equal to 1. That is why we say unity matrix as well. Why it is known as identity? Because AI is equals to IA is equals to A, where I is the identity matrix. That is, if you multiply identity matrix with any other matrix, you will get identical matrix. That is, you will get the same matrix as a result. Hence, it is known as identity. Similarly, if you raise to the power n, you will again get identity matrix. And if you take the inverse of identity matrix, you will again get identity matrix. And if you take the determinant of identity matrix, you will get the value 1. Determinant of identity matrix is 1. Because identity matrix is a diagonal matrix, and we have already studied that determinant of diagonal matrix is equal to the product of diagonal elements. Here all the diagonal elements are 1. As a product you will get 1. So these are some of the properties of identity matrix which make it very interesting, and this matrix is indispensable whenever we are talking about linear algebra. This is the most important type of matrix, identity matrix. This will occur frequently and you will come across it multiple times. Okay. Next matrix we define as null matrix. Now as we talk about a number system, in general, in a number system we have a number 0. In the same way in matrix also, we have null matrix. You can compare the null matrix with the number 0. Okay. And the null matrix is represented by capital letter O. Okay. A null matrix is the one whose all the elements are 0. So it can be like this 0 0. Its order is 2 cross 1. Okay, it is a null matrix of order 2 cross 1. It can be a null matrix with order 2 cross 2, or it can be a null matrix with order 3 cross 1. But remember, a null matrix can be square as well as rectangular matrix. Okay, but all the elements of the null matrix should be 0. Now, as we know that in number system, let us say 2 plus 0 is equals to 0 plus 2 is equals to 2. When you add 0 to any number, we get the same number. In the same way in matrix also, if you add any matrix A with null matrix, you will get 0 plus A plus null matrix is equals to null matrix plus A is equals to A. Okay? I mean to say that if you add null matrix to any matrix, you will get the same matrix. So it is known as additive identity. Okay? This property is known as additive identity. With identity matrix, such operation was possible with multiplication. When you multiply any matrix with identity matrix, you will get the same result. So that was called as multiplicative identity. And with null matrix, such operation is possible with addition operation. Okay, when you add null matrix to any matrix, you get the same result. That is called as additive identity. Similarly, A plus negative of A is equals to null matrix. Okay, this is not 0, this is a null matrix. Okay, of same order as that of A. What I mean to say is, let us say we have a matrix 1 2 3 5 of order 2 cross 2. If you add negative of this, that is, if you take negative, you will get minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 5. If you add, you will get null matrix of same order. Okay, 0 0 0 0. Okay. Next we come to the triangular matrix. In triangular matrix, all the elements are present in the form of triangle, and any other elements which are not in that triangle will be 0. It can be classified into two categories. It can be upper triangular matrix or it can be lower triangular matrix. Let me exhibit this to you with an example. Let us say we have a matrix whose elements are 7 8 7 6 5 0 and 0 0 0. So this is my matrix and these are my diagonal elements. You can see below the diagonal elements, all the elements are 0. So this is my upper triangular matrix. You can see a triangle is formed on the upper side. That is why it is upper triangular matrix. Remember, in upper triangular matrix, below the diagonals, all the elements should be 0. Let us see the other case. We have a matrix and the elements are 7 6 0 5 8 7 and the above elements are 0. Okay, this is my diagonal elements, and you can see above the diagonal elements the elements are 0. So this is lower triangular matrix. Okay, you can see a triangle is formed on the lower part. That is why it is lower triangular matrix. One thing you should note that the diagonal elements and the lower part of the elements may or may not be 0. It is not necessary that all the elements must be non-zero. They can be 0 as well as non-zero. But these elements which are lying above the diagonal must be 0 for lower triangular matrix. Okay. Now if you define this matrix in general terms, you can see the index of this element is 2 1 because it lies in second row and first column. That is why 2 1. And index of this element is 3 1. Similarly, index of this element is 3 2. So you can say for upper triangular matrix, Aij is 0 for I greater than j. You can see here I value is 2 and j value is 1. Here I value is 3, j value is 1. Here I value is 3, j value is 2. You can see in all the cases I value is greater than j value. Okay, and all are 0 for upper triangular matrix. In the same way here, index of this element is 1 cross 2 because it is in first row, second column. Okay, first row, second column. And index of this element is 1 3 and index of this element is 2 3. So you can say for lower triangular matrix, Aij is 0 for j greater than 1. You can see in all three cases, value of j is greater than I. So these are the general expressions to represent the triangular matrix.